Hey guys, it's Supa here, and today let's go through boss Efreet in Demon Conquest. The requirement is 800 million. So for the boss skills, basic attack very straightforward, just does some burn damage. For his first passive, for each layer of Searing Barrier, reduces all enemies' turn meter by 10%. For his second passive, which is the main one, when battle starts he gains 4 layers of Searing Barrier, which reduces damage taken by 25%, and you can remove one layer by dealing skills or basic attacks using Resonance Enhancement status. And for his special 4, he regains 4 layers of Searing Barrier. So the strat for this is simply to deal a bunch of resonance damage, and then after that frees up your damage dealers to do whatever damage that they can. So let's look for some resonance heroes over here, and we can find that by filtering the resonance tag, if we can find it right here. And that you can see there are several options you can use, and it's really up to you based on what resonance heroes that you have and so on. So perhaps let's try something like Ans and Hanya. Both do resonance damage, and Hanya will give us the survivability that we need. And then maybe let's have Penny for speed up, even though she isn't too great honestly at dealing lots of resonance damage. Or maybe we don't even need the speed up, we can get it from Jocelyn, so let's try this. This is a fairly free to play friendly team, no limited time heroes, and hopefully this works. This is my first attempt. So once again the requirement is 800 million. And we will need to deal a bunch of resonance damage. So you can see we can start off by doing 1 resonance skill here, and that decreases the count of his shield from 4 to 3. And similarly with Ans, we can reduce it from 3 to 2. So now he is at 50% damage reduction. Now we have Jocelyn. Now this should be at 25% damage reduction, which is pretty good. And then now that leaves up our non-resonance heroes, or it could be a resonance damaging hero. It's up to you based on what you use to deal damage. So now we can get a pretty nice hit from our Indra in, since he no longer has his resonance shield, and that's why Jocelyn is also really useful because she pursues and attacks with resonance damage. And now we are free to deal a bunch of damage until the boss uses his special 4. So as long as he doesn't have his shield up and he doesn't have his special 4 incoming, this is the perfect opportunity for you to do as much damage as you can, and that's exactly what we're going for right now. And we can just keep going. This should be pretty straightforward, hopefully, as long as we are able to survive, which I think should be fine with Hanya and the team. So yeah, boss still does do a pretty decent amount of damage, so always important to be cautious. But so far, it's looking pretty good. So let's just keep going. Very straightforward if you have the right heroes. If you don't have enough resonance heroes, this boss will definitely be very difficult, and honestly, there isn't really any alternative if you're lacking the resonance heroes required. So if you're stuck because you don't have the right heroes, just be patient and hopefully you guys get some good summoning luck, but otherwise there's not much that can be done. So in one turn the boss is going to have his resonance form again, so we have a very small window remaining for us to deal some damage, and then after that we must focus on reducing the boss shield. So he's going to take a turn soon, we're still waiting on that. And I'm actually going to save this resonance skill because his shield is coming up and I don't want to just waste this resonance skill immediately. So I think after this turn, the boss will attack. That's exactly what it does, and now we can once again hit him with resonance skills. So Jocelyn is really amazing. You can see with her pursuit and attacks, the boss is already at 1 shield left, and now with Ans, he's at 0 shields left. So Jocelyn definitely is one of the best options you could use on this boss, and so far we are on good track to completing it in time. 435 million, the requirement was 800 million if you recall. And we're going to get an attack with Indra soon, which will give us the main source of our damage. Okay, the boss is actually dealing quite a bit more damage now as the fight progresses, and hopefully we can finish this fight soon enough. But you know, our Hanya is doing a very good job at keeping us alive, which is to be expected. Hanya is a really strong support and shooter character. And we also have the damage record from our aunt, so the damage that we actually have dealt is higher than what we see here at 549 million. I believe with one more attack with our DMU Indra combo, we should be set to completing this fight. But yeah, still the boss once again is actually dealing quite a bit of damage, so hopefully we can end this very quickly. We just need one more chance with our DMU Indra, and I think we're about to get it. So no more damage record on our aunts, we didn't get that resonance special 4, but that's fine because I believe this skill should be enough damage for us to hit 800 million, and that's exactly what has happened. So from now, let's just auto the fight and wait for the boss to kill us. I think it should happen pretty soon, considering he has been dealing a bunch of damage. Yeah, so Indra, our main damage dealer, is gone. So let's end the fight over here. And in, well, 6 turns actually, because we did it in 6 turns, just that we kept going. In 6 turns, we did hit the 800 million damage requirement. And yeah, free-to-play friendly team. I would recommend you use a character like Apsara if you have it, definitely a very good option. And of course, if you have characters like Marie and Nicolith, you should be using that too. But for now, that's all we have for today. Boss Efreet, and I'll see you guys next time.